Hey there, guys. So, this is a fun little ditty that came out of a spin jam I had last night with a very dear friend of mine, Zoe, in DuPont Circle. And what it originally came from was playing around from being in a crosser place to unwrapping the crosser in 4-pedal anti-spin into the crosser with the opposite hand on top. Then unwrapping from that into the crosser with, of course, the first hand on top. So it's using 4-pedal anti-spin and extension to switch between crosser with the left hand on top and the right hand on top, yeah? And I started thinking, well, what if I changed up the dynamic of this somewhat such that one of the hands involved in the crosser was stuck to its particular shoulder. So say, if I was in my crosser with left hand on top, I would have my left hand stuck over on my right hand side, and I would do that same kind of unwrapping mechanism and rewrapping. And this is what came out of that. And what I was trying to do is hold on to that kind of, I guess, crosser 2-beat weave feel as I was doing it, such that it's got some body tracer elements in that every single beat you do switches sides. And of course, since it's still a 3-beat, that is a 4-pedal anti-spin, this winds up feeling not terribly unlike a variation of the archer weave. In fact, you could argue that what's really going on here is if you imagine the archer weave as just being that idea that you're doing a 3-beat weave with one hand further away from your body than the other, then there's a whole host of different places you can put that. And this then would be switching back and forth between 3 or 4 of these different positions as you are doing anti-spin and extension. So because I got it on the right side, of course, that meant I had to try and learn it on the left side as well, because after all, why not? And with both sides intact, it became an issue of oscillating back and forth between them. So switching off which hand was pinned to a particular shoulder at a particular time. And it creates this very lovely crosser feeling switch back and forth between what feels like 3-beat weaves on each side of your body. So that's kind of silly, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it's also pretty fun to play with. It was a big challenge, actually, to learn how to keep that split time, same direction consistent throughout it, because as you're moving through those anti-spin positions, your hand is actually moving, or rather, the point of that hand is moving just slightly faster than you think it is. So getting the synchronization there was a bit of a challenge, but not too terribly bad. Anywho, hope you guys like this one, and I will see you guys a little bit later on this week. Thank you for watching. Peace.